गुड इवनिंग एंड वेलकम बैक टू पैसा बोलता है। पैसा बोलता है में फिर से आपका स्वागत है। The auto index is on a tearing hurry and has made a 52-week high along with the bank index. This is what has been supporting the market at near all-time highs or at the top end of the trading range. The auto index has done extremely well because of two primary reasons. The numbers from Tata Motors has been extremely good. The way they have responded to EV sales has been good. They have also gone for a backward integration. They are going to set up a battery manufacturing plant in Gujarat where lithium-ion battery is going to be manufactured. The market sees this as a backward integration. Also, the Tata Motors CEO has said in another 5 years, 1 in 3 cars will be either CNG or electric, which primarily means they expect their sales of the electric cars to go up. The market has rewarded Tata Motors with a new 6-year high. The share is at a 540 plus, which is not seen for nearly 6 years. People who have invested at the bottom have made a lot of money, and people who have listened to me in my sister channel have also made a money. Along with that is the news that the two-wheeler pack, the major two-wheelers have done well in this month. Not only have they done well sequentially, they have also done well year to year. That is, they have sold more than what they did in April, and they have also sold more than what they did in the previous month of May. That is May 2022. This has not happened for a long time, and this has led to this market cheer. So, the market has really rewarded it well. The share prices have gone up and the indices are also at a 52-week high. Let us look at the numbers. Hero Motor Car grew at 7% year on year. Basically, they sold 7% more vehicles and wholesale than what they did last year. This is primarily because there is a wedding season in North India which is coming up next month. And because there is a wedding season, normally people have gifted bikes and therefore there is expected to be a big bump. So basically what has happened is more than 540,000 vehicles have been sold by Hero MotoCorp to its distributors and dealers across the country. This is 7% better than what happened last year. The pace of recovery is definitely a letdown. The market has been expecting a bigger recovery period, but at least they have got a recovery and they have been very happy with it. But I do not think this will sustain because these are not figures dealers selling to consumers. These are figures of companies dumping material on wholesale distributors. So how much stock distributors have and how much they are able to sell in the coming season will actually determine the sales. This number will come from the Federation of Dealers, Auto Dealers Association. So this is going to happen anytime soon, and that will tell us the numbers and how much stock is lying with the dealers. Even with this number, there is also a feeling that the pace at which this recovery is happening is very low. If you look at a 4-year CAGR, compounded annual growth rate, it has dropped. That means the compounded annual growth rate is lower by 4 to 6% when you compare the previous period. So there is a drop in sale of 4 to 6% for both Hero and Bajaj. Eicher Motor, which covers also the high-end circle, which is the premium segment, is showing a 6% increase over a 4-year period. So basically what has happened, if you look at a 4-year period, the volume of the guys who give the actual numbers has dropped. But only in the premium segment, there has been a growth of 6%. TVS Motors, the third largest player in this field, has said there is a slowing demand as expected, the rural economy is not recovered. But the numbers are contradictory. The GDP numbers are saying that agriculture has done well and there is growth in agriculture which has helped GDP. But it is not reflecting in sales of two-wheelers, especially the entry-level two-wheelers, which are primarily sold in the rural market. And to the exception, TVS is saying the problem is there is no recovery in the rural economy. So what is happening is entry-level vehicles are selling less. The premium vehicles are selling better. So premium products for 2 years two-wheelers are growing and doing well, which means Eicher Motors is doing well and Bajaj and other companies are not able to do well. Bajaj should be doing slightly better, but the real pain is going to be in Hero Motors. Then there is another problem. The margins are going to be contracted because EV sales are going to increase. And because EV sales are going to increase, the overall margins will suffer because you cannot make the same amount of margins in as you are making in IC engines. And demand revival is very crucial if these numbers have to be sustained, especially in rural India. If there is no growth in rural India, two-wheeler demand will drop. For that, it would help if the government priced to petrol at a rational pricing. The pricing of petrol today is irrational and is at an extreme high. Even though prices of crude have dropped, they have not increased they have not cut at the pump level. Also, taxes remain high. Both these conditions have made sure that it is impossible to penetrate the two-wheeler market even to a lower strata of society. So, overall margins will erode, as I said. EVs will evade margin, but subsidies are also being cut. So from next year, there may not be no subsidies. So if there is no FAME subsidies, the prices of vehicles will go up by 15 to 22,000. Ola and TVS have already increased prices by 15 and 22,000. This means that acceptance of two-wheeler electric vehicle will also come down, and the government's target of 30% of all vehicles as electric vehicles may not happen. In this entire story, we have already recommended that you buy Bajaj Auto, and at a time we could also, sometime in the past, I said you could look at Hero Motors. So our numbers look pretty good because we picked Bajaj Auto and Tata Motors, which have done reasonably, and one could at dips look at adding Hero Motor also. But the real challenge for all these people is going to be in the electric vehicle space. What is going to happen when the subsidies are completely withdrawn? So if you look at pre-buying, totally 7% of all two-wheeler segment was electric value or was EV. So this will continue to increase in further even if prices dropped. And also what has happened is in passenger vehicle manufacturing, Maruti and Mahindra is saying they are facing shortages of components and especially electronic components. All this means that the auto industry is not fully out of the woods. There are two major disruptors. The supply chain is not yet fully organized, and second is the fact we don't know what will happen in how fast EV will get adopted. And in this period, interest rates have gone up, EMIs would have gone up, and we don't know how the vehicles are being bought. At this point of time, it's better to be in the sidelines, wait and watch, rather than enter any stock. The amount, when I asked some of you to sell your Tata Motors, it is based on the fact that there will be a sharp drop and reversal, and you should not have a buyer's remorse. Those who have held on or kept their profits as stock will enjoy the fruits of a growing demand in Tata Motors. Thank you for watching दिस प्रोग्राम. आपने इस पॉडकास्ट में उपस्थित हुए इसके लिए मैं आभारी हूँ, आपका शुक्रगुजार हूँ. धन्यवाद. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Please like my video because the algorithm demands it. Subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. And please kindly consider sharing this video with your friends and relatives. Once again, I thank you for your support for पैसा बोलता है. पैसा बोलता है में फिर से आपका स्वागत है. जैसे मैंने अपने दूसरे चैनल में बताया आप लोगों को, मैं 11 जून रविवार कोलालमपुर मलेशिया में रहूंगा. उधर शेरेटन इंपीरियल होटल में मैंने एक मुलाकात अरेंज की है. उधर शाम 4 बजे से लेके 7 बजे तक मीटिंग रखा है. जो भी उधर आप मुझे मिलना चाहते हैं उधर आप आ सकते हैं. ये लिंक नीचे दबाने से एक व्हाट्सएप नंबर और ईमेल आईडी मिलेगा जहां आप हमारा टीम से संपर्क कर सकते हैं और डिटेल्स आपको देंगे. ये फिल सिटी मॉल के पास है, जलान सुल्तान इस्माइल एरिया में है. कोलालमपुर मोनो रेलवे स्टेशन इसके पास है. धन्यवाद. नमस्कार. जय हिंद.